This is riveting. Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the TheGGround. Before I begin this video, just a reminder, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do so by clicking on the subscribe button down below. So, in my last video, I did a reaction to Cringe Binge's Mukbang Compilation number 186. I had received a request to do a Mukbang 186 compilation reaction from Cutie Beauty, and when I searched, I saw that there were two online, compilations called 186, two different channels. So I picked Cringe Binge because Cutie Beauty's comment was under the Cringe Binge video, so I assumed I was right. I was not right. I was wrong. I responded to Cutie Beauty's comment under the video, and I asked them to send me the link to whatever video they meant, because they let me know that this was the wrong compilation. And wouldn't you know, they meant the other channel, and the other channel was PREEPSTER. And we've done, or I've done, you've watched a reaction to PREEPSTER videos before. So it was between Cringe Binge and PREEPSTER, and I picked the wrong one. But that's okay. That means you get another mukbang compilation reaction. So we're going to react to this video. This description, unlike the Cringe Binge description, actually has a list of all the mukbangers. So we have PR Gang, Kashi Star or Kashi Star, Angie's Life, Simply K Eats, and Tassie Yang. None of these names sound familiar, so once again, I think we're getting all new mukbangers to enjoy and warm up to. So come along with me. We're going to do this again. Take two. I got to buy one of those like film things. Take two. We're going to do a reaction to 186 again, but this time it's PREEPSTER's 186. But you know what? I'm sure we're going to have just as much fun as we had with the Cringe Binge compilation. Let's go. Hello. Mock trial went okay. I think we did fine, and I'm not excited for football tomorrow, cuss. I'm tired, but I'm probably going to be more in the mood for tomorrow. Okay. So whoever runs this channel, I guess, likes to give little tidbits, little insights into their life, or lives. Maybe it's multiple people, and I appreciate that. Thank you for the update. I don't know how old this video is, Cringe Binge, but I hope your mock trial went well. I hope you won it through whoever it was in prison. And, yeah, I hope the foosball. I hope you had a good time. Weather is never better. It is too damn hot, getting fed up. Well, I understand you need everything you wanna be, but this motherfucker ain't never met a girl like you with a face like yours before. That's sweet. I had never met a... Oh, look at her in the shower. I had never met a girl like you with a face like yours before. Now he in love with a fat girl. He in love with a fat girl. I'm sorry. He in love with a fat girl? Is that a song? He in love with a fat girl. Is this their opening? Is that his wife, I'm assuming? Is this his homage to his wife? Hey, honey, I came up with a great song for our opening, our title. It's called He in Love with a Fat Girl. Could you imagine? I'd be like, I'm sorry. Where are you putting that song?
What up, gang, gang, gang?
You're not that small either, sir. Just saying, maybe you should change your intro song. I'm assuming that's their intro song, and that's not Cringe Binge. What are they eating? I'm assuming, I want to say, no, I don't know what they're eating. I can't tell what that is. It looks like cabbage on the left, and maybe some protein, maybe chicken. On the right, maybe it looks like beans and more cabbage. I'm not sure what this is.
It's your favorite couple.
And we back with another.
And today, guys, before we get into this video,
don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell, be notified, give this video a thumbs up,
and check out all of our family channels down below.
Oh, are they family vloggers?
Going over a little bit of what each other like, and I mean, of course, we know a little bit more than we both expected to know.
About what?
So, we wanted to bring the conversation to y'all.
Like, what's some of y'all, like, do you know your significant other's hobbies, what they enjoy?
Oh, I would hope so. I don't know. If you're married, do you know your significant other? I guess not even just married, in a long-term relationship. I would think so. I mean, I feel like that would be a bad sign if you didn't, right?
What they do and don't like. Just like, she didn't know, well, what was it? You didn't think I knew.
What he mean by seasonal is, like, you know how, like, sometimes women, we could be craving something for, like, 5 months straight, and then he get used to that. And get used to you picking it up or him.
Well, I don't understand the constant refocus. So is this are they like a Dr. Phil channel? I don't know. I'm sure they give lovely advice, but I'm having a hard time taking them seriously after listening to He in Love with the Fat Girl. It's too much.
Picking it up or whatever. and then next thing you know, the next couple months you don't want it no more.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm like that, but if you're another woman that's like that, comment down below. But
if I went to Jamaica,
I mean, I feel like everybody has phases. I'm gonna call you P and he's R, I'm assuming. I don't think people like, you know, I have phases where like I listen to the same song a lot, or there's a food group that I'm just obsessed with and I eat all the time. But then like a couple months later, the phase is over. Like I don't think that's so rare, but I could be wrong.
your restaurant.
mm-hmm.
But today,
And the place he got would be out where I live.
I have no idea what that woman just said. What did she just say? Swallow.
Well, I didn't want no.
But all I know is
It's good.
it's good.
I mean, that is the camera and not my eyes, right? I'm not in the middle of some kind of like episode that I need to like call for ambulance services.
When I go back to Atlanta, I gotta go hit up that Jamaican spot.
Okay, so feedback for number one before I forget, we need better microphones. I'm sure you're a lovely couple. You give a lot of good advice. I couldn't understand most of the crap you were saying, but this is also an edited down video, so that could be why as well. Secondly, new song. I might forget to say it at the end. Who am I kidding? That's gonna stay with me forever. Y'all need a new song. I'm in love. He in love with a fat girl. Like, why can't your intro be she in love with a fat boy? Come on. Who's next? Kashi Star.
Then I fail, you know, a lot. I fail.
Oh, what a cute little otter. Is that an otter? Did I make that up? It's an otter, right?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hello.
Welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks so much for joining me for today's video.
She a mukbanger? I was gonna say she's probably the thinnest mukbanger, or well, I guess thinnest is the right word that I've seen, but that's not true. What's the other guy's name? Zach Choi. He's he's in good shape. I forgot someone told me how often that man works out so that he can mukbang, and I'm like, ooh, I don't know if it's worth it. I'd rather just eat healthy food.
I'm feeling excited because I know what is coming our way.
What?
We're gonna be eating some delicious teriyaki chicken noodles, and I'm feeling super freaking pumped.
Oh, I'm feeling pumped for you. Yum.
About it, all right?
So do you think she does the exercises, or do you think she just has one of them nice metabolisms that some of us don't get, we are not blessed with? I wonder if she's just got good metabolism, or if she finishes this and goes out to the, Planet Fitness for 3 hours. Look at that cute little plant, though, coming out of that bottle. A little flower, I should say, a plant. Adorable. I like the, is that an, so I realize that's like a cast iron skillet. I love the orange handle and the orange outside. It would not match my kitchen, therefore I will not get one, but I think that's really cool looking. Who makes that? Is it a Rachel Ray special? Is that a fly behind her? I mean, she did make that herself, right? I'm assuming, since it's in a skillet. So I guess it's not horrible, but I mean, it does look pretty greasy. So I'm assuming it's not greasy from like fake spray butter. It's probably greasy from oils and stuff. So maybe it's not that heart healthy. Probably has a lot of fat, but I mean, hey, at least she made it herself, right? Or I assume she did. This is riveting. Does she love the color purple, you think? Because I noticed the plant is purple. I'm assuming that's either a window frame or a mirror that's purple behind her. And then she throws in this orange. Oh, look at that cute little otter guy. See, I'm giving her a point for creativity. I just noticed she snuck a little otter under the handle. Of course, I'll zoom in during editing, so when you're watching this, you'll see it clearly. But how adorable is that? She totally gets a win for that. Am I gonna watch her? No, because I prefer my mukbangs with story times. But, it's okay. We do what we can. Tell me a story, Kashi, and you might get a subscription. Or a new subscriber, I should say. What?
I feel grateful that I have access to Primal Kitchen stuff because...
What's Primal Kitchen? Is that who makes that skill? I've never heard of Primal Kitchen. Is that a company? Oh, I have to make a note to myself to go back and watch this and look at what Primal Kitchen... I love a kitchen gadget.
I feel like they're newly releasing a lot of different things that they didn't have out before.
Primal Kitchen. Okay, but that's not a story, so that doesn't count. I'm still not giving you a sub. I need a story. Tell me about the time you ate teriyaki chicken at a restaurant, and then you and your man or your woman did it in the back alley by the dumpster while they were throwing out leftovers for the day. That would get you a subscription. All right, where's Angie's life? All right, next mukbanger, Angie's life on deck.
So good.
So good. It looks like a little chicken wiener. Where the hell's Angie?
Interesting because it's like, you know, I can't please everyone.
No, you cannot. You got to learn that quickly.
I'll get, if I talk a lot in a video, I'll get people being like, you're talking too much, talk less. If I
Oh my gosh, can this woman hear me? Is this a live stream? What is going on? Now I feel terrible. I might have to go subscribe now. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
don't talk very much, I get people being like, talk more.
Oh, I feel terrible now. I feel real guilty. I'm probably going to go subscribe now. Damn it. Okay, this is Angie's life. It's free for you and helps me huge. Okay, we got Angie with some Chinese food in her bathrobe. Loving it. Loving the aesthetics. Let's see. Ooh, I see some crab rangoons. I see an egg roll. Is that sweet and sour chicken with some... That rice doesn't look too good, though. It doesn't look pork fried. It looks yellow boiled. And that broccoli's okay. I love a good broccoli, but, you know, that's not why you're here. You eat the broccoli, but you're there for the sweet and sour chicken. I personally would have given her a bigger win if she ordered General Tso's chicken, but that's just me.
Guys, today we have...
Oh, my. You got a little goblin back there just sneaking in trying to scare your viewers. Lock the door.
No. Today we have some Chinese food. The ice is dropping. She's chomping on a candy. Anyway,
She gave her that mom side-eye.
I have fried rice,
No, that doesn't look fried. It looks boiled and oily.
just broccoli from the
Okay.
broccoli chicken,
Okay.
and an egg roll.
I love an egg roll. God, I love Chinese food.
I usually stuff these with rice.
I buy from was it the Costco's? No, I think it was at the BJ's. I forget the name of the brand, but it's boxes of General Tso's chicken and boxes of beef and chicken, and it's just as good as getting in a restaurant, but I like it because I can portion it out, as opposed to when you get in a restaurant, you don't know how much you're eating. So if you're ever like wanting Chinese food, and you're on a diet or you're counting macros or however you want to call it, I would suggest just go out, get the frozen meals. They're just as good. Okay, maybe not just as good, but they're pretty close. And then you can actually weigh out and say, okay, I want General Tso's chicken today, but I'm only going to have enough to meet my macros, and it hits the spot. And then you have more to make for tomorrow if you want it again. It's a win-win for everybody, including the manufacturer. Okay, I'm noticing a theme in this compilation. No speaking. Oh, that's not true. The first couple spoke. You just couldn't tell what the hell they were saying.
This meal is totally not keto.
No. Oh, are you on a ketos? Can I introduce you to my friend, Jennifer Gwen Ann?
Yes.
If you're new here, I know a lot of you are. Just, if you don't know who Jennifer Gwen Ann is, just YouTube Life by Jen or go through my channel. You'll figure it out.
And taking them on Wednesdays the last few weeks. Mainly because of the weather.
What do you guys think of... I know, she's not interesting. I'm sorry. What do you guys think about that door with the glass behind it? Like, her pantry has a glass on it. I think that's pretty cool, so you can actually see, like, what's in your pantry without opening the door. Like, do you think that's too... Do you think that leaves you too naked to guess? Because now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I'd want my guests coming over and they're like, oh, we love your house. And then I look at them and they're constantly staring at my pantry, judging me from my, like, almond and chocolate chip choices.
And then yesterday, he got the two little ones loaded up and then went and picked up Adrian from school and then went to his parents.
Oh, so this is another family channel? Ooh, excuse me. I don't like, I get really nervous with people who put their kids out so freely on the internet. I watch too much Investigation Discovery, and I'm like, I don't know, like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, that's great if it works for them. I'm not trying to tell people how to parent. I'm not saying they're bad parents. I just would be nervous putting my child on the internet and giving so many strangers access like that. You know what I mean? But like, what do I know? I'm just a weirdo with AirPods watching Angie eat chicken in a bathrobe.
There. Got my kitchen clean. The dining room's almost done.
That's amazing. Can you please come do mine next? Now I'm curious, is this woman does she do mukbangs to tell you about her life, or does she have a life channel, family channel with the mukbangs sprinkled in? I'm gonna have to go check it out. Am I gonna subscribe? Probably not, because once again, I'm waiting for a juicy story. I'm not interested in you dropping your kids off at school. I'm sure they had a lovely time. I'm sure they learned a lot, but it's just not what I'm here for.
This is so good. I think the texture is weird on the chicken from broccoli chicken. That's why I don't usually eat it.
I agree with you on that. I don't like seeing broccoli chicken. I like my chicken heavily battered where I don't have to see it. It's like General Tso's chicken, sweet and sour chicken. When you have the broccoli chicken, it's super thin, and sometimes I feel like there's a slime on it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's good. I eat it because like if I order it and it's healthier for you, but every time I eat it, I'm like, chicken shouldn't be this thin and flappable. You know what I'm talking about? If you've had broccoli chicken, just confirm. So people think I'm crazy if they've never had it, but it has that like weird floppy jiggle, and I'm like, chicken should not jiggle like this, nor should it shine. I don't want my chicken with a shine.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to your favorite place with your favorite
Hello.
girl. It ain't nobody else but me, simply K. Simone, and I'm back with another video.
Okay, I love that. I was really concerned. I thought you were someone else for a second. Thank you for clarifying. I've never had a Popeye's fish sandwich. I've never had a fish sandwich from any fast food joint. Number one, the McDonald's fish fillet. What's it called? McFish? A fish fillet? McFish fillet? Whatever it's called. I don't believe cheese belongs on fish. We've had this discussion many times. I don't care if it's fried fish, grilled fish. Do not put cheese on my fish. Number two, I just won't eat fish at a fast food restaurant. Listen, I know. I'm sure it's fine. Everybody eats it daily, but I like fresh fish. I do not want my fish in fast food form. I don't want fish that comes to a drive-thru. I want it grilled or deep fried fresh. You know, but Gigi, when you go to a restaurant, how you know it's fresh? I don't. But I'm being lied to, and that's all I care about. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm being lied to, that's right. But you cannot lie to me at a drive-thru and tell me, here is your fish fillet, and we just battered it and fried it fresh. No, you didn't, ma'am. You pulled it out of a freezer. You dropped it in some oil. If I wanted to eat that, I could just call Gordon's Fisherman, and I could have that at my house. So I just...
For y'all, listen, I'm excited today. I know. You see?
I thought that was a drink for a second. Hot chicken flavor sauce. Those French fries look good, though. They look seasoned and crispy and delicious.
All this be all natural today with the bonnet on. It's Auntie Casey said.
You know what? It's very nice. I mean, it's, you know, if it wasn't for the little elastic band, because you can see the elastic around it, I would be like, oh, that's a cute little hat. But because it has that elastic band, you can tell it's more of like a homeware item. But I mean, I guess you can go out with that. I think it's very cute. I would.
It's a don't worry about it video. I done broke a nail.
Oh no. You gotta watch out for those nails. Word on the street is that nails, God help me, nails are very fragile, so you should really be more careful.
Well, why? It's so good though.
If you have no idea, just keep pushing it. Keep pushing. You don't need to know. But if you do know, I'm so sorry for reminding you.
2 times spicy. I'm gonna tell y'all exactly what 2 times spicy stuff is.
What is it?
2 times spicy, like that one man or that one girl you cannot get away from. You know they spicy as hell. Gonna just tear your stomach up and you tear your soul all the way up. But what you keep doing, you keep running back. I ain't drinking.
2 times spicy is the person who treats you poorly in a relationship that you keep running back to. Is that I don't understand. Is that what she just compared it to? I don't understand. I'm confused.
Frenching it. Y'all ain't about to have me somewhere.
I heard their fish sandwich is delicious, but again, no.
Girl, I sound real James Earl Jonas right there.
Jonas? I did not know James Earl was a Jonas brother. So there's 4 of them? I don't even know. I was going to list them all off plus James. I'm like, I don't think I know any of them. I know there's a Jake Jonas. Is there a Jim Jonas? There's a Joe Jonas, isn't there? So there's a Jake and I think there's a Jake and there's a Joe. The only reason why I know that, it's popping in my head, is because they both date super famous people. I can't think of their names now. The girl from Game of Thrones and the other lady. God, who was, I think she first became Bollywood famous. Is it Priyanka Chopra? Did I make that up? I don't know. Where was I? Oh, James Earl is a Jonas brother. Who knew?
Child, that's hot.
I mean, it's 2 times spicy. It's like
I can put down the crawfish.
it's like the abusive partner you can't get away from. I still don't understand that comparison. Crawfish? That's not what crawfish looks like. I'm confused. Maybe we got to put down my crawfish. I had crawfish for the first time. I think I mentioned this a couple weeks ago, and I just was I was not impressed. I didn't understand it. I think I had 2, and then when they were, and I was like, "How do you do this?" Well, you rip the head off, and then you squeeze it to mash everything up inside of it. Then you drink it, and I'm like, I think I'll just have the potatoes and the sausage. Thank you, though.
But you know, go ahead and sponsor the girl Popeyes.
Oh, I need a sponsorship.
Wait, nah.
No, I don't.
I don't think that's even Popeyes. Popeyes got a jingle. Action.
Oh, Louisiana Fast. Did I get that right? I think I did.
For a refill.
I've only eaten their food once, believe it or not. I've only been to Popeyes once. I was driving back from Georgia, and there was a Popeyes somewhere in the middle of nowhere, Florida. And I was like, you know what? Today's going to be the day I eat Popeyes. And I went and I got the Popeyes spicy chicken sandwich, extra pickles, of course. When was this? December. And I have to say, it was very, very tasty. And I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, but their spicy chicken is better than Chick-fil-A. It was. So Chick-fil-A, spicy extra pickles, good. Don't get me wrong. But the one I had at Popeyes, it was like thick breast, and it just looked like an actual giant slab of fried chicken, and it was delicious. Making myself hungry, and I can't eat fried chicken right now. The humanity. All right, I'm almost out of my coffee. We got to speed this up. All right, next up, Tassie Yang. Let's go.
But baby,
I'm happy. I'm giving her a win for being full. Sadly, you're not going to make it in the mukbang world, or maybe you are. I should check your subscriber count, but if you get full off a half a chicken sandwich, I'm pretty sure that's like the antithesis of a mukbang.
For a while.
Tassie eats. What is she eating? Oh, she's eating bone marrow? Oh, what an interesting meal. So I think she's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. At least 8 bone marrow things. Oh, no, is that 9? I think it's 9. I can't do math right. 9, and then a piece of bread, and then a salsa. Oh, what kind of fresh hell is this?
Switzerland? So he's had it when he was in Europe.
I think I've only had bone marrow once, and it was a lot for me. I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? They were like, oh, you put your spoon in there and eat the marrow, and I don't even remember what it tastes like. I think I blacked out. But yeah, I'm having like, no, I need this video to end.
But a lot of Americans
that's...
I know of, they don't eat bone marrow.
I'm not a huge fan. It's a delicacy, I guess, so you pay a lot for it, but I'm good. I think that's actually, that might be like a red pepper kind of thing. Spicy red pepper, hot red pepper, whatever it's called. I won't know.
And now the only places that...
I think if she had like other things and the bone marrow, okay, but girl, you made a meal out of bone marrow. Like, I don't know. That doesn't seem right to me. That seems terrible.
I know actually serve bone marrow on like their menu at restaurants. They tend to be fancier restaurants that actually serve it.
Yep.
I am not such a professional.
See, it's just...
It looks like. Let's see.
No, it's not for me.
So,
look at
as
it.
you put your spoon in there, the bone marrow will plop on out.
Oh.
I am so excited. I've been dreaming of this, you guys.
Oh, gosh. No, pass. No, I don't like you. I'm sure you're a very nice woman, but I do not like you right now. You know what else I don't like? I'm confused. That turtleneck. It's a turtleneck with short sleeves. I've never seen a turtleneck with short sleeves. You think she made that herself? Or do they sell turtlenecks with short sleeves? Doesn't that defeat the purpose? Hey, my neck is cold. I gotta keep my neck warm. But ooh, these arms are always overheating. So I need something that lets the 10-degree weather hit me hard. I don't understand that. That's so disgusting. Oh, look at that. Oh. No. No, I'm probably gonna get some bone marrow hate, but I don't care. Why don't you go take your bone marrow and your fish fillets and go eat at McDonald's? I'm not interested. Why does she have gloves on? Is this spicy what she's eating? Or is that a mukbanger thing? I don't remember anybody having gloves on. Unless they're eating something like super, super spicy and they don't want to like irritate their skin. But I don't know. Unless it's that little salsa thing she's eating maybe? Or red pepper thing? I don't know. Did she make this herself? Look at her. She's going to get every last marrow. Okay, well, I am appalled. I'm really, really sad that the video ended the way it did. That just looked absolutely disgusting. Again, if you love bone marrow, that's fine. I don't care. Keep out of my comments. One bone marrow maybe with like a steak or whatever. What do you eat bone marrow with? I don't even know. I can't even remember what the meal was that I had, but it came with a thing of bone marrow, but there was something else with it. I think it was like, was it a steak? Or maybe it was a pork chop. I remember there was a piece of meat and a thing of bone marrow. And I said, what is this? I said, they left the bones on my plate. And somebody was like, honey, that's bone marrow. You eat it with your little spoon. And I can't even tell you what it tasted like. I blacked out, like I said. So not impressed with that. PR Gang. I think probably out of all of these, PR Gang was the most entertaining. However, I couldn't really understand what they were saying, so maybe that's why it was entertaining. I think they need a better microphone, but I'm still really upset with that opening song, He in Love with a Fat Girl. That needs to change. Kashi Star, I forgot who she was already. I don't remember who Kashi Star was. Angie's Life, she was the one in the bathroom. Nothing important. She picked up her kid and she was eating Chinese food. Simply K Eats. I did like Simone, actually. Maybe Simone might have been my favorite. I think her name was Simone. The one with the Popeyes chicken. Because you know what? She ate half a chicken sandwich and she got full. And I love that for her. And then Tassie Yang, like I said, the last letter with the bone marrow. I don't remember who the hell Kashi Star was, and that's really making me angry inside. I'm actually going to zoom back in. Because I can't remember who she is. Oh, that's right. She was the teriyaki chicken lady. Boring as well. I'm sure all these people were lovely, but there were a lot of boring people in here. A lot of awkward moments. Like I said, the fat girl song, the bone marrow. I am going to give the otter woman lady, which I think that was Kashi Star. I'm going to give her a win for sneaking the otter in. Oh, and I got to look at that damn kitchen stuff. I already forgot the name of it, but the good news is, was it Predator Kitchen? I don't remember. I'm going to go back and look at it. And like I said, everyone else was just okay. So this was just okay, Cutie Beauty. This one was not bad. This one was okay. I did enjoy watching it. It was very awkward. You were not lying. There was a lot of awkwardness throughout the video. And, we're here for it. We're here to laugh. We're here to have a good time. And I had a good time. I hope you did too. That is it for this video. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please be sure to do so by clicking the subscribe button down below. Click the bell next to it to be alerted every time I upload new content. Go to give this video a thumbs up. Giving this video and other videos on my channel a thumbs up. Because you like my videos, we like my videos, because you like my channel, we like my channel grows. And feel free to share this video on others on social media. Also, feel free to join our Discord. Link is down below. It's not just for chatting. It's also a great way to be notified every time I upload a video. And don't you forget, right below this video, bam, 2 mugs for sale. We got a black one and a white one. I've said this before. I am partial to the black one. I think it's sleeker. It makes me feel like a millionaire. But if you like the white one, get that one instead. I don't care. I won't judge you. It's got my cute little face on one side. Hashtag GG was right. And it got my little logo on the other side. It's a great time. Anyway, as always, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. And most of all, thank you for watching. And until next time.